You know, for a lot of people, growth is kind of equals, well, basically having a nice life, having enough jobs, having enough money, keeping the economy going and so on, So it's very hard to sort of think, could we possibly have an economy without growth?
Tell me about the trade-off between economic growth and tackling climate change. Is it a trade-off or what is it?
I think a good stance to have is to think of declaring independence from growth, having a kind of growth neutral stance, where instead of trying to focus on either expanding the economy or shrinking the economy, you're thinking about, well, what do we really want from the economy? We want well-being. We want to have an economy that serves everyone's needs. And if we manage to do that within environmental constraints and there is some growth, great, but we don't actually need the growth. We have this initiative called Cap Global Carbon, which would put a cap on the supply of fossil fuels. So it's not just looking for all the little individual emissions and stamping them out one by one, like as if you had a sprinkler and you're finding every hole, It's going to the source, to the tap, and turning down the tap. And what's very exciting to me about the COP is that we've been hearing that Denmark and Costa Rica are forming a partnership, and they're going to do just that. They're going to put a cap on fossil fuel production. So it's not just stopping opening new fossil fuel, or exploring and opening new fossil fuel facilities. It's actually phasing out the existing ones too. And that's great because that will affect everything. It will affect the whole economy. Everything will have to respond to that. There'll be less fossil fuel coming into the economy in the first place. What they call the Beyond Oil and Gas Alliance. So that's Costa Rica and Denmark. So they're forming this alliance. And we would really love other countries to join. And that would be, a real step forward, I think, because it's very concrete and it's an upstream measure to attack. It affects the supply of fossil fuel into the economy, so it's a positive thing.